श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओं। शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। वागीशाद्यासु मनसः सर्वार्थानाम् उपक्रमेण नत्वा कृतकृत्यास्य भूतं नमामि गजाननं। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। यो नित्यमच्युतपदाम्बुजयुग्मरुक्मव्यामोह तत्तदितराणि तृणाय मेने अस्मद्गुरोः भगवतो सदैकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये। यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण द्वैतवासना प्रमुच्यते बोधात्मकाय नमस्तस्मै भगवते श्रीरमणमहर्षये। हृदाकाशे सदा भान्तं शान्तमानन्दरूपिणं ज्ञानबाणुहं वन्दे सद्गुरुं श्रीसत्यसायिनं मम अन्तर्यामिनं। दोर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भिस्फटिकमणिमयीमक्षमालां ददानास्तेनैकेन पद्मं सितमवचषुकं पुस्तकं चापरेण भासा कुन्देन्दुशङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा भासमाना समाना सा मे वाग्देवतेयं निवसतु वदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरमधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखा वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्। आञ्जनेयमतिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमणीयविग्रहं पारिजाततरुमूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनं। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पबारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदप्राचेतसा दासीत् साक्षात् रामायणात्मना। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पते नमः। वैदेही सहितं सुरदुर्मदले मे महामण्डपे मध्ये पुष्पकमासने मणिमये वीरासने सुसितमग्रे वाचयति प्रपञ्चनसुते तत्त्वमुनिभ्यः परं व्याख्यान्तं भरतादिभिः परिवृतं रामं भजे श्यामलं। वामे भूमिसुता भरश्च हनुमान् पश्चात् सुमित्रा सुता शत्रुघ्नो भरतश्च पार्श्वदलयोः वायुवादकोनेषु च सुग्रीवश्च विभीषणश्च युवराट् तारासुतो जाम्बवान् मध्ये नीलसरोजकोमलरुचिं रामं भजे श्यामलं। जानकीकान्तस्मरणं जय जय राम राम। आंजनेय स्वामी की जय। Yesterday we saw Viradha Vadam. Viradha was dispatched by Sri Rama and Lakshmana. We also spent some time dwelling upon the natural ease with which Rama lives in his life. In Adhyatma Ramayana, at this juncture where Viradha is killed, they have a small stuti which is very interesting, so I thought we will look at it a little bit. It is like Vritrasura stuti, just 4 verses tam. Viradha, when he appears after he is killed, he appears in a divine form of the Vidyadhara, that is his original form. He praises Sri Ramachandra. Itah param tvacharanaravindyoh smritis sada me astu bhavopashantaye tvannama sankirtanameva vani karotu me karnaputam twadiyam कथामृतं पातु करद्वयं ते पादारविन्दार्चनमेव कुर्यात् शिरश्च ते पादयुगप्रणामं करोतु नित्यं भवदीयमेवं। नमस्तुभ्यं भगवते विशुद्धज्ञानमूर्तये आत्मा रामाय रामाय सीतारामाय वेधसे प्रपन्नं पाहि मां राम यास्यामि त्वदनुज्ञया देवलोकौ रघुश्रेष्ठ माया मां मा वृणोतु ते इति विज्ञापितस्तेन प्रसन्नो रघुनन्दन ददौ वरं तदा प्रीतो विराधाय महामतिः। गच्छ विद्याधर अशेष माया दोषगुणाजिताः त्वया मद्दर्शनात् सद्यो मुक्तो ज्ञानवतां वरः मद्भक्तिर्दुर्लभालोके जाता चेन्मुक्तिदायतः अतस्त्वं भक्तिसम्पन्नः परं याहि ममाज्ञया। रामेण रक्षो निधनं सुघोरं शापाद् विमुक्तिर्वरदानमेवं विद्याधरत्वं पुनरेव लब्धं रामं गुणगृणन्नेति नरो किलार्तान्. These are a few verses of Viradha and then Rama's response to him, Rama's reply to him from Adhyatma Ramayana. Itaf param tvaccharanaravindayoho smriti sada me astu bhavopashantaye. Itaf param, from now onwards, after this moment, tvaccharanaravindayoho smritihi, the remembrance of your lotus feet, sada me astu, let it always be there for me. Let there be constant remembrance of your lotus feet. Bhavo upashantaye. Bhava upashantaye. The constant remembrance of Bhagavan's lotus feet will put an end to samsara. In order to put an end to samsara completely, may the memory of your lotus feet constantly abide with me. Tvannama sankirtanameva vani karotu. Tvannama sankirtanameva vani. Words, let the voice, let the words be utilized only for your nama sankirtanam. Let your names be sung by me always. Karotu me karnaputam twadiyam katamritam. Let my ears always listen to your katamritam, the nectar-like stories of yours. Patu karadvayante Padaravindarchanameva kuryat. Karadvayam, may my two hands always be engaged in worshipping your lotus feet. Padaravinda archanameva kuryat, let me always be worshipping your feet. Shiraschate, and my head, te padayuga pranamam, let it always be engaged in bowing before you, prostrating to your lotus feet. Karotu nityam bhavadiyamevam. In this manner, let my entire being be absorbed in service to you. Words to sing His glory. Vani gudanu kathane. Nama sankirtanameva vani. Twan nama sankirtanameva vani. Let the words be utilized only to sing your glories. Let the mind be utilized only to remember you. Let the ears always be engaged in listening to your stories. Let the hands always be engaged in worshipping you. Let the head always be delighted in being placed at your lotus feet. Damadriya, let me entirely belong to you. Namastubhyam Bhagavate Vishuddha Jnana Murtaye. I salute you, Hey Rama, Bhagavate, Hey Bhagavane. Vishuddha Jnana Murtaye. You are the very embodiment of pure Jnana, of pure consciousness. Atma Ramaya. You are the very self itself, delighted, absorbed in the self. Atma Ramaya. Ramaya. Sita Ramaya. Sita Rama, one who is delighting in Sita. The one who gives delight to Sita. Sita Ramaya Vedhase. That is how I salute you. That is how I am meditating upon you. Prapannam Pahi. I am surrendering to you. Pahimam Rama. Adanala, protect me. Yasyami Tvadanugyaya. Along with your permission, I am departing now to Devalokam Raghusreshta. I am going to Devaloka. Maya Mam Ma Vrunotute. I pray to you, give me the boon that Maya never comes and covers me up once again. May I never again be deluded by your Maya. The form of Viradha itself came only because he was under the influence of Maya. He was cursed as a result of it. He says, because of this Maya, I have already suffered. Let me not suffer once again. The purpose of suffering is fulfilled if we realize, understand why we suffered and are able to get out of the said cause so that we do not repeat it again. Having been influenced by Maya, having succumbed to Maya, he suffered. Now he says, let that Maya never come back again to me. Let me always, to prevent that from happening, let me always think about you. All this, mind thinking about you, words singing your glories, etc., All of this is so that we do not get into the trap of Maya. Keep ourselves busy so that we do not get into the mischief of Maya. Otherwise, without knowing it, we will once again fall into the constant trap of Maya. Now he says, let me never get into Maya. The law of entropy in Chalua. Physics lalam, I think thermodynamics lam, there is something called the law of entropy, second law in thermodynamics. What does it mean? What is the law? The law states that all things go into a state of decay naturally. Naturally it will decay. If it should not decay, effort is required. We have said it many occasions, you will get dirty naturally. To keep clean, you have to make an effort. You can become sad naturally. To remain happy, you have to put an effort. To fall into Maya, it will happen naturally. To stay out of Maya, you have to put in an effort. To gain weight is natural. To lose weight, you have to put in an effort. Naturally, what happens naturally? The things that we generally don't want happen naturally. What we want is the effort. Yathanam prayatanam is required only for maintaining, acquiring that which we want to have. What naturally comes, nobody is happy with it. To fall into Maya is natural. There is no need to ask why. It is natural. Law of entropy. Second law of thermodynamics. It is not merely the law of thermodynamics, it is the law of Jiva dynamics. The dynamic of the Jiva, Jiva will always go from a state of Vishuddha Jnanam to Maya. If he needs to get out of that, effort is required. Angada effort is required. Adume, why should I make an effort? Because we cannot remain in a state of sorrow, we want to make an effort. If you are happy to remain in a state of sorrow, no effort is required. Be very clear about it. Make no mistakes about it. If you are happy to be sad, then it's an irony, it's an oxymoron. If you are happy to be sad, then you cannot be sad. Or you cannot be happy. Either way. You can have only one. Both of them being opposite, you cannot be happy to be sad. But supposing, because it is an oxymoron and you choose to be a moron and you are happy to be sad, then no effort is required. Somebody comes and asks Ramana Bhagavan, Western ladies now. Several questions are asked to Bhagavan about self-realization, Atma-jnana. And one question begets another question, begets another question, begets another question. Questioning endless questions. Point A. They do not understand, so they keep asking more and more. About one stage, Bhagavan says, let it all be. Why do you want? Why are you seeking this? The questioning is going round and round in circles. At one point in time, they themselves will question, why are we seeking jnanam? So if it's so hard, why bother with it? A question will come to everybody. At some stage in sadhana, if you have not gone through this, you have not gone through correct sadhana. The question will come, why am I doing all this? What is the point? Why am I doing? Why is it so hard? It is such an uphill struggle. Why am I struggling? A question should come to everybody. If it doesn't come out, you are not doing sadhana properly. The lady says, because I do not have peace. Now you hit the point. Now you hit the nail on its head. You want Shanti. Because you do not have Shanti, you are wanting to, by some means or the other, get back to the state of Shanti. And Atma-jnana is the way to get to that place. Shanti is our natural state, it is our original state. And when we perceive something that is opposed to that original state of ours, we are disturbed. அசாந்தி ஒரு விசித்திரம் தான் அது. This is again, it's a strange irony. What is Ashanti அப்படின்னா, perceiving something other than Shanti disturbs us. That is Ashanti. That disturbance is Ashanti. That disturbance is Ashanti. அதாவது when I'm not aware of my own natural state, I'm disturbed. That disturbance is Ashanti. When I'm back again in my own natural state, then I'm in peace, Shanti. So all the things that are capable of making me identify myself with something other than my natural state are all the obstacles and the impediments in sadhana that we've got to get rid of. And in order to get rid of all of that, only so many different varieties of sadhana have been outlined, delineated for us, enumerated for us. And then he is also saying, Tva charanaravindayoho smritihi Tva namasankirtanameva vani karotu me karnaputam twadiyam katamritam vatu karadvayam te padaravinda archanameva kuryat shirascha te pada yuga pranamam karotu nityam bhavadiyam evam. But in every way, let me constantly be meditating upon you so that I am not caught in this Maya. அப்படின்னு இங்கே விராதா, the Vidyadhara Tumburu, his original name is, he prays to Rama. And Rama gives him an answer. Itya iti vijñāpitastena prasanno raghunandanaha. Rama became very happy with him when he prayed to him in this manner and said, Dadau varam tada prito viradaya mahamatihi. He gave him a varam, gave him a boon. Enna boon அப்படின்னா, Gaccha virada, O Virada, go. Asesha maya dosha guna jitaha. You have conquered completely all maya. You have conquered all limitations of maya. Vidyadhara asesha maya dosha guna jitaha. You have conquered, you have won over all the dosha of maya, all the limitations, all the disadvantages of maya, all of that you have conquered. Eppadina mad darshanat tvaya mad darshanat sadyo mukto jnanavatam varaha. By having my darshan, that very moment you become liberated, you become elevated to the state of a jnani. Eppa jnani அப்படின்னா, என்ன தெரிஞ்சிண்டியானால் நீ ஞானி. If you know me, you are a jnani. அவதான் சொன்னா வேதசே அப்படின்னு சொன்ன. He says, I have known you, I have understood you, I have vedase, I know you. நீ யாருன்னா, பகவதே விஷுத்த ஞானமூர்த்தயே ஆத்மா ராமாய ராமாய சீதா ராமாய வேதசே. நீ யாரு? Who are you? You are pure consciousness னு புரிஞ்சுனுட்டேன். You are pure consciousness. And you also happen to be Sita Rama. You also happen to be Atma Rama. You also happen to be Rama. You are also Bhagavate, Bhagavan. வார்த்தைகள்லாம் சொன்னா பகவான். நமஸ்துப்யம் பகவதே. You are Bhagavan. You are the Supreme Lord. Shuddha Jnanamurtaye, Vishuddha Jnanamurtaye. You are pure consciousness within myself. Atma Ramaya. You are ever delighting. You are that self that is constantly delighting in itself. You are also present in front of my eyes as Sita Rama. Adanala, there is no discrepancy between your eternal state as the Brahman, as the Atma, and your state as Bhagavan and the Avatara in front of me. அப்படிங்கிறதுனால he has got a complete understanding of who Rama is. So Rama says, Mad darshanat, by having my darshan அப்படின்னா my real darshan, my real self. You understood who I am, therefore then and there you become liberated and you have attained to the state of jnana. Mad bhaktihi durlabha loke. My bhakti, attaining bhakti in this world is difficult. Jata chain muktida yataha, but once you have this bhakti, mukti is immediately yours. Bhakti, pure bhakti is seldom found, but if that bhakti is there, then immediately you will attain to mukti, moksha, liberation. Atastam bhakti sampannaha param yahi mamajnaya. Therefore, with bhakti, having attained the supreme devotion, you may reach the highest state. அப்படின்னு Rama gives him a blessing. அப்படின்னு அத்தியாத்ம ராமாயணத்தில் இந்த கதை வருது, இந்த ஸ்துதி. And it ends off by saying that those who Ramena Rakshonidhanam Sughoram Shapad Vimuktam Varadana Mevam Vidyadaratvam punareva labdham Ramam grananneti naro akila arthana. When you understand, when you listen to the story of Rama, the way he killed Viradha, gave moksha to Viradha, if we understand this, the story Ekatomanal grananneti, if you accept this story or listen to this story, then we will also naro akilarthana. We will attain all the purposes of life. All the blessings of life will be attained by us. In the Viradha story is given a little twist in Adhyatma Ramayana with this little stuti. We will go back to Valmiki now. We saw Viradha telling Rama to go to Sharabhanga Ashrama. Not far from here is the ashram of Sharabhanga Rishi. Please go there. And while going there, yesterday we saw Vijakhratu stau muditau mahavane divistitau chandra divakara iva. Very happily they set forth. So they go to Sharabhanga's ashrama. Ashramam Sharabhangasya Ragavo Abhijagamaha Tasya Deva Prabhavasya Tapasa Bhavitatmanaha Samipe Sharabhangasya Dadarsha Mahad Adbhutam. As they were going closer to the ashrama of Sharabhanga, who is a Bhavitatmanaha, the knower of the self, a man of great tapasya, Rama, Lakshmana and Sita saw a very wondrous sight. Enna sight appadina Vibrajamanam Apusha Surya Vaishvanaropamam Avaruhya Rathotsangad Akashe Vibhudanugam. Indra, the god of all the devas, Indra, came to Sharabhanga's ashrama the same time when Rama, Lakshmana and Sita are going towards it. Again Indra came in his effulgent chariot, got down from the chariot and entered into the ashrama. Rama looks at all of that and points to Lakshmana. Gaparra, Lakshmana, see, we've heard about these horses of Indra earlier. Sacrifices chaluvam with them. Ye hayaha puruhutasya pura shakrasya narashrutaha nashrutaha. We've heard about all of this. Today we are seeing all this. We are actually seeing the things that we have only heard about in those days. We've heard so much about it previously. Look, we are seeing that is Indra's chariot. Indra is going in. Let us wait here. Rama halts there while Indra has a bit of a conversation with Sharabhanga Rishi. When they waited for a while, Indra departed. Very quickly he went away. Indra went to Sharabhanga and said to him, it seems, Rama is coming to you, see you, but before he speaks to you, I have got to go away because he has got some work to do. Until then, I cannot meet him, I cannot speak to him. I can only speak to him after he has completed that work. And now let me quickly go away. He speaks to Sharabhanga and vanishes from there. Indra doesn't stay to talk to Rama. We can say it's all the mysteries of the divine. Indra has come there, we had waited for a few more minutes, then Rama would reach the ashrama and then all of them could have met and had a bit of a talk. Before that he comes, talks to Sharabhanga and quickly leaves, saying to Sharabhanga, Rama is coming and I cannot meet him right now. He has got a great task that he has to accomplish. After he finishes that, I will meet him. Jitavantam kritartam hi tadaham achiradimam karma hi anena kartavyam. He has mahadan anyai sudushkaram. It is a difficult task to be accomplished by anybody else except him. After he accomplishes that task, I will speak to him. Appadinu solli he leaves. Adukku chuma thondrathu. Maybe Indra was a bit doubtful. Indra was a bit scared. Whether Rama will really win over Ravana or not is yet to be known. Suppose Ravana comes to know in the meantime that Indra has been secretly in contact with Rama. And then if Rama does not win, அப்படினா அப்புறம் இந்திரன் கதி என்ன ஆகும்? What will happen to Indra? So he has to hedge his bets properly. He has a job to do. If he wins, after that I'll talk to him. இப்போ முன்னாடி if I get into trouble, it's a bit of a problem. No thanks. Maybe he left because of that. அப்படின்னு ஒன்று சொல்லிக்கலாம். Otherwise also, என்னது அப்படின்னா Rama is playing the role of a human being here. அதில் the events that are going to happen cannot be revealed to him. Ravana Vadam, the idea of killing Ravana has not yet germinated in Rama's human mind. Divinely speaking, of course, Avataram took place for the sake of Ravana Vadam. However, right now where the situation stands, there is no reason for Rama to go and pick an argument with Ravana because Sita is by his side. Until Sita is kidnapped, Rama does not do anything against Ravana. Even when Karan, Dushana, etc. come, Rama kills all of them and then keeps quiet. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't say, oh, this is the chance, let us go further and kill Ravana. Rama keeps quiet until Ravana comes and does some mischief. Only thereafter Rama responds. And now Indra cannot speak to him in any way. There is no common ground for Indra to talk to him about it. All Indra is interested right now is in Ravana Vadam. He cannot speak about it because Rama is not yet supposed to know, technically speaking. And Sita is not yet kidnapped. If Sita is going to be kidnapped, Rama may not proceed from this point itself. He said, let us stay here itself. And a problem, story itself will go topsy-turvy. அதனால இங்க ஒரு சின்ன கேரட் சைன் போட்டு சொன்னா Indra came, but he did not want to meet Rama. He quickly spoke to Sharabanga and said, I will leave quickly before Rama comes. He vanished from there. When Indra went like that, then Rama along with Lakshmana and Sita go to Sharabanga Ashrama, prostrate before Sharabanga, offer their salutations to Sharabanga. Tasya padau cha sangruhya Rama Sita cha Lakshmanaha Nishedu samanugnyata Labdavasa nimantritaha. Rama, Lakshmana and Sita go and fall at the feet of Sharabanga Rishi. Above, Sharabanga asks them to sit down and then tells them, Rama, Indra had come to take me to Brahmaloka because of the tapasya that I have done. The great tapasya that I have done, I am eligible, I am entitled to go to Brahmaloka. Indra himself came to escort me. Tata Shakropayanam tu Paryapruchatsva Raghava Sharabhangascha Tatsaryam Raghavaya Nevedayat Mamesha Varadorama Brahmalokam Ninishati Jitam Ugrena Tapasa Dushprapam Akritatmabihi. Because of the extraordinary tapasya that I have done, I have conquered, I have won the right to go to Brahmaloka. And since I was considered to be very important, Indra himself came to take me. However, Aham Nyatva Naravyagra Vartamanam Adurataha. But I knew that you were not far away from my place. I knew that you were very close. Adanala Brahmalokam Nagachami. Therefore, I did not go along with Indra to Brahmaloka. Tvam adrishtva priyatitam. Without seeing you, I did not want to go to Brahmaloka. Adanala I told Indra, I will come later. Somebody important is coming to see me. After seeing him, I will come. Indra enna sonna, before seeing him, I will leave. Before he comes, I do not want to meet Rama now. So before he comes, if you want, I will take you and go quickly. Let us go. Sharabanga said, before seeing him, I will not come. I wanted to see you. Tvayakam Purushavyagra Dharmikena Mahatmana Samagamya Gamishyami Tridivam Devasevitam. It is only after having had your darshan I want to go. Before that I did not want to go. Ipo na Pathuten, I have seen you now. I am very happy you have come to me as my guest. I have got to honor you, extend my hospitality towards you. Adanala, hey Rama, I have conquered several lokas, the right to go to several lokas by my tapashakti. I can go to Brahmaloka now. I have Sarvan Lokan Mahamunena. Sarvan Lokan, several Akshaya Narashardula Maya Lokajita Shubha Brahmyascha Nakaprishyascha Pratigrishni Grinishwa Mamakana. Rama, I have earned the right to go to several lokas. I want to give all of that away to you as a gift. I will give it to you as a gift. You must please accept it from me. Abdina Rama Kita Sharabanga says, in response, Rama tells him, Ahameva Ahirishami Sarvan Lokan Mahamune Avasam Twahamichami Pradishtam Iha Kanane. Oh, children, Rama tells Sharabanga, all these worlds, Ahameva Ahirishyami, I shall myself bring all these worlds for you. I shall myself by my own efforts acquire all these worlds and give you if you want. Oh, I do not want all of that. All I want is for you to point out a desirable place for me to stay in this forest, the Shannapur. Rishi says, I want to give everything to you. Anna, Rama says, all of these things I do not require. What I have to earn by my own efforts, I earn, that is enough for me. Your efforts, you have earned this by your efforts. How can I sponge off what you have earned? இதுலயுமே ஒரு ரகசியம் இருக்கு நமக்கு இல்லையா, ஒரு பெரிய தத்துவம் இருக்கு இல்லையா. Somebody came to Bhagavan and said, ரொம்ப கான்ஃபிடென்ட்டா சொல்றார், very confidently he tells Bhagavan, Ramana Bhagavan கிட்ட he says, Bhagavan, I think Bhagavan did so much tapasya, we don't need to do that much tapasya. Bhagavan did so much tapasya for all our sake. Bhagavan has done tapasya for us also. அதனால I don't think we need to do all of this. Am I right? அப்படின்னு வேற கேட்கிறார். Am I right? அப்படின்னு Bhagavan laughs and says, how is that possible? அப்படின்னு கேட்கிறார். பகவான் அவவா பசிக்கு அவவா தானே சாப்பிடணும். Can I, if you are hungry, can I eat? If you are hungry, can I eat? And expect your hunger to be satisfied. If sitting in front of you, if I eat, your hunger will increase, in fact. As it is, you are hungry. And without giving you any food in front of you, if I start eating and making lip smacking noises, it will make it even worse for you. Each one has to make their own efforts to get out of this Maya, because Maya is of your making. If somebody else made it for you, then they can make the effort. You have created this Maya. By not recognizing our own true self, we have created this Maya. We only have to recognize ourselves. Somebody else cannot recognize us for us. This is Atmanipadi, Parasmaipadi illa. Atmanepadi. We only have to do Uddared Atmanatmanam na Atmanam Avasadayetana. We only have got to do the effort. Everybody else can point the way. That's why Rama is saying this sort of metaphorically, symbolically. What is Rama saying now? Ahameva harishyami sarvan lokan mahamune avasam tvadicha ahamichami pradishtamiha kanane. Pradishtam அப்படின்னு சொன்னா. Pradishtam அப்படின்னா point out to me அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். Show the direction அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். You remain merely as a deshika அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். Show the direction, I shall myself do what is required அப்படிங்கிறது அர்த்தம். அப்போ in this simple ஒரு conversationல what do we learn அப்படின்னா, Guru, the deshika, shows the direction. Effort has to be put by the individual only. The pointer is given. A pointer is given. A pointer is simply something that points to the truth. This is the truth. You are the truth. Accepting that, or rather bringing ourselves to a position where we can accept these words, that's effort. Accepting is not an effort. If somebody wants to give you something, accepting it is not an effort. Suppose I am telling you, suppose I say to you, if you come, I will give you some special prasadam. Some special vibhuti prasadam I will give you if you come. If you are here, all you have got to do is stretch your hand out and you will get the prasadam. That is very easy. The effort has to be made to come though. You have got to be in a position to receive. For that, effort is required. To actually receive, nothing else is required as long as you are already in a position to receive. Ilya? So the getting the truth is very easy. All the effort is done to arrive at a position where when the truth is revealed to us, we are able to accept it, understand it. That is all is required. அதனால பிரதிஷ்டம் இக காணனே. நீங்க என்ன சொல்லுங்க? What do I require from you? All I require from you is to point to me where I should live. All the other things I will do myself. But then, on listening to that, Sharabhanga says to Rama, in that case, here, in this forest, there dwells a very righteous person, a very self-restrained, self-controlled person called Sutikshna. Iha Rama Mahateja Sutikshno Nama Dharmikaha Vasatyaranye Dharmatma Sate Shreyo Vidasyati. There is a person called Sutikshna who lives in this forest. Niyataha, self-controlled man he is. He will take care of you. All you have got to do is go to him. The rest of it he will do. He will take care of you in every way. You can go and approach him. He will provide a delightful place for you to stay in this forest. He will look after you in every way. The Mandakini orders the river Mandakini is flowing here. Follow the current of this river, and then you will reach the place where Sutikshna is. This is the way for you to go, but in the meantime, கொஞ்ச நாளைக்கு அவர் சொல்றார், முகூர்த்தம் பஷ்யதாத ராமா முகூர்த்தம் பஷ்யதாத மாம். கொஞ்ச நாளைக்கு என்னை பார்த்துட்டு இருப்பா ராமா. டியர் ஒன், ஹே ராமா, லுக் அட் மீ ஃபார் அ லிட்டில் வைல். ஏன்னா யாவஜ்ஜஹாமி காத்ராணி ஜீர்ணாம் Tvacham ivoragaha. In a few moments from now, I am going to give up this body. I am going to give up this body even as a snake gives up its skin. Just as a snake slows off its skin, like that I am going to give up my skin, give up this body. It has become old and worn out. I want to give it up. Adu varaikkum, I would like you to stay here and witness it. Appadina Sharabhanga requests Rama, just as Bhishma tells Krishna, as long as I am going to give up my body, until then, please wait pannuppa. Hey Krishna, please wait here. Appadinu Bhishma tells Shri Krishna. The same way here, Sharabhanga tells Rama, I am going to give up my body. Adarikku paathandru. Pashyamam, keep looking at me. Keep your eye on me. Dhyanaf pataha appadinu anga solrar அவர். Dhyanaf patas chaturbhuja. Stay in my dhyana path, in the channels of my meditation. Hey Krishna, please stay. Yavat shariram hinomyaham. I am going to give up this body. Until then, please stay so that I may not stray away from you. And at the time of giving up that body, if the thought, word, mind, everything is upon Bhagavan, then naturally we will reach him. If it should stray, then whatever it is that we are thinking about in that last moment, that is what we will acquire or end up becoming in the next birth. The Shastra has given an inviolable rule. When Bhagavan himself is coming and standing there, Sharabhanga does not want to lose that opportunity. He says, please stand here and bear witness to my leaving of this body. He kindles the fire with mantras, mantravit. He kindles the fire, offers ghee into it, and then he enters into that fire. Tasya romani keshanscha tada vakhnir mahatmanaha jirnam tvacham tatastini yachcha mamsam sashonitam. He enters into the fire, and the hair upon his body and his hair on his head, the skin, the bones, the flesh, the blood, all of it are consumed by the fire, and as everything is consumed by the fire, then from that fire a shining being emerges. Kumaraha, a very youthful looking being emerges, shining like a flame, looking elegant and effulgent, and the Sharabhanga oru Sukshma Rupam emerges from that and goes beyond to the Salokana Lokanahitagninam Rishinam cha Mahatmanam Devanam cha Vitikramya Brahmalokam Vyarohata. Sharabhanga then went beyond the worlds of all the of men, etc., of gods and so on and so forth, finally went all the way to Ahitagni vechinirukkudiya the Salokana Ahitagninam Rishinam cha Mahatmanam Devanam cha Vyatikramya. அப்படின்னா the worlds that are attained by those who are Ahitagnis, Agnihotris, those who keep worshipping the Agni, their world, crossing that world, the worlds of the Devas, crossing that world, going all the way to Brahmaloka. So அதனால he goes straight away to the Brahmaloka, crossing over all the other in between intervening worlds. Again, when he went to Brahmaloka, Brahma himself welcomes him, gladly welcomes him. ஏன்னா ராமரை பார்த்துட்டு வந்திருக்கியே, you have come after seeing Rama அப்படின்னு சொல்லி Brahma himself gives him a great welcome. அப்படின்னு Sharabhanga moksha happens in this manner. Other Rama witnesses it. But when Sharabhanga in this manner Divam Prapte, when he attained to the heavens, and that place, because it's become a very holy place, a place where a great Mahatma has taken Mahasamadhi, becomes an extraordinary place. And all the rishis came there. Several rishis who were living in nearby, all of them came there and they saw Rama there. Vaikanasas, Valakilyas, Samprakshalaha, Marichipaha, Ashmakuttaha, Patraharaha, Bhagavaha, many such sages. Danto Luka Linaschaiva, Vayubhaksha, Unmajjakaha, Gatrashaya, Ashaya, Abhravakashakaha, Salilaharaha, Vayubhaksha, Tripi Vayubhaksha Varadu, Akashanalayaha, Standilashayinaha, Vratopavasinaha, Dantaha, Ardrapatavasasaha, Sajapascha, Taponishtaha, Panchataponvitaha, Tapasaha, Athana Verum Varalam, Brahmaya, Shriya, Jushta, all of the people that are very different kinds of tapasvis are coming to see Rama. அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு லிஸ்ட் போடுறாருங்க. A big list is given of the different kinds of tapasvis who come. Who are these tapasvis அப்படின்னா Samprakshaalaha அப்படின்னு ஒரு மீனிங். Samprakshaalaha those who are very clean அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். அவரோட தபஸ் என்ன அப்படின்னா they keep themselves clean. Another meaning for it is after they eat they clean up everything, they do not leave anything for the next meal. அது கிடைச்சதுனா வந்தது, if it comes on its own then they eat, but they do not store anything. அப்படி ஒரு that is their tapasya, that is the tapasya that they follow. ஏதோ ஒரு tapasya, something they have to follow, ஒரு routine, ஒரு ritual, ஒரு austerity. So various kinds of austerities are given here. There are those who live only on Marichipaha, those who live only on the sun's rays or the moon's rays. They do not eat anything, they only take in the energy of the sun and the moon and live in that. இன்னும் சில வரல எப்படி இருக்கான்னா அஷ்மகுட்டா. அஷ்மகுட்டா அப்படின்னா those who powder the grain using stones and eat only that. மாவாக்கி சாப்பிடுறாது. They take grains, powder it, pound it with stones and then eat only that flour. Then there are those who are patraharaha. They only eat leaves, they do not eat anything else, only leaves they eat. நினைச்சு பாருங்க, வேற ஒண்ணுமே சாப்பிட மாட்டாங்க. They do not eat anything else, only leaves. இப்படி பகவத் தாபசாக many such people, those using their teeth as the mortar and pestle. Danto Lukalinaschaiva, Danta Ulukal அப்படினா உலூகலம்னா mortar and pestle, அவள் பல்லு தானா அப்படினா they do not pound anything, they do not even grind anything, everything they eat as it is they grind with their teeth only. No soft foods எல்லாம் சாப்பிட மாட்டாங்களாம். அப்படி ஒரு group of people. அப்புறம் வாயு பக்ஷாக, those who live only on air, they do not eat anything else, they only drink air and live in it. Unmachakaha, those who do tapasya neck deep in water. Gatrashayyaha, those who use the limbs of the body alone as the bed. No, they do not have any bed, they will sleep only with their hands as the pillow on the bare ground. Ashayyaha, those who do not sleep at all. Those who do not have a bed at all. Abravakashakaha, those who live out in the open, exposed to the elements. Abdi சில பேர் இருக்கா. Sky is the roof for them. Salilaharaha, those who drink only water. Tirvim Vayuvaksha, those who eat only air. Ardra Patavasasaha, அப்படி ஒருத்தர். அப்படி என்னன்னா, they always only wear wet clothes. அது ஒரு தபஸ்யா. They are constantly wearing wet clothes. Ardra Patavasasaha. ஆர்திரம் அப்படின்னா ஈரம்னு அர்த்தம். ஈரவஸ்திரம், ஈரவஸ்திரம்னு சொல்லுவா இல்லையா? நம்ம அந்த certain rituals have to be performed with wet clothes. ஆனால் இவாளோட தபஸ்யாவே அப்படிதான். For all the time, whether it's summer or winter, they will only wear that and they will do tapasya in that. அப்படி ஒரு கட்டோரமான ஒரு வைராக்கியம். When you look at all of this, when we compare ourselves, where are we அப்படின்னு, இதெல்லாம் விடு. நல்ல ஒரு, these are all bodily impossibilities as it were for us. Bodily impossibilities. ஆனால் ஒன்று ஈஸியாக இருக்கு. சஜபாஸ்சன்னு ஒன்று இருக்கு. Those who are constantly doing japa, constantly they are doing japa. Some are taponishtaha, constantly doing meditation. Panchataponvitaha, they are others who are doing meditation under the 5 blazing fires. Panchagni tapas பண்ணக்கூடியவாள். They light 4 fires and sit in the middle with sun as the 5th fire burning from above. Panchagni tapas. இப்படியெல்லாம் several of these rishis approached Rama at Sharabanga's ashrama. எல்லாரும் அங்கே வந்து, எல்லாரும் they all understood who Rama is. Knowing who Rama is, Rama does not have to introduce himself to any of these people. Knowing Rama, Sharabanga also knows who Rama is. All these other rishis also who know who Rama is. Now they have the divine vision அப்படிங்கிறதுனால, omniscient sages. So when they see Rama, they tell him, hey, Ikshvaku kulasya prithivyaschya devanam magavaniva, you are the Lord Nathaha, you are the Lord of not just the Ikshvakus, you are the Lord of the Devas, you are the Lord of all of us also. Vishrutas trishu lokeshu yashasa vikramena cha pitrubhaktischa satyam cha tvayi dharmascha pushkalaha. Rama, you are known in all the 3 worlds for your dharma. You are known for your devotion to your father, devotion to truth, devotion to righteousness. எல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சவனா இருக்க நீ. त्वामासाद्य महात्मानं धर्मज्ञं धर्मवत्सलं अर्तित्वान्नातवक्ष्यामस्तच्चन क्षन्तुमर्हसि. You are an extraordinary person. We have come to you without taking permission. You must forgive us for this. But we need some help from you. You are our Lord அப்படிங்கிறதுனால, hey Natha, O Lord, we have come to you seeking some help from you. One of the responsibilities of a king who collects taxes from all of his people is also to protect his people as though they were his own children. Apadan is a good king. He has fulfilled the duties of a king. And when the king performs his duty in this manner, 1/4 of the punya that is earned by a sage who is doing tapasya unhindered because of the protection of the king, 1/4 of his tapasya, tapashakti goes to the king. The strange transaction irukku paruங்க. The king has to protect the rishis. If he does so, then 1/4 of the tapashakti that is earned by the rishi automatically goes to the king. அது tax மாதிரி வந்துடுறது, income tax. அது ஏன்னா இவெல்லாம் தப்போதனாகா. இவெல்லாம் யாருன்னா தப்போதனாகா. தப்போதனாகனா those whose wealth is tapasya. They have earned a lot of wealth through tapasya, so they have to pay a tax on it. இல்லையா? 25% tax அவளுக்குலாம். High income group அவள்லாம், high income bracket. அதனால they pay 25% tax to the king. Their tapashakti automatically goes to the king. அப்படி இருக்க நாங்கள்லாம், we are all tapasvis of that sort. Vanaprasthas, we are all. வானப்பிரஸ்த கணோ மகான துவன்னாதோ அநாதவத்ராம ராட்சசைர் வத்தியதே பிருஷம். நீ நாதனா இருந்தா கூட, even though you are our Lord, you are our protector, even then like orphans we are suffering in this forest because the Rakshasas are coming and eating us. Come, we will show you something. Come with us and we will show you something. A great slaughter is taking place in this region along the banks of Pampa lake, near the river Mandakini, near Chitrakuta Giri. Ella edathiliyume there is a great horror happening. If you come, we will show you a mountain of bones that previously used to be rishis. Ella, we left everything and came to do tapasya here, but we ended up being food for all the Rakshasas. After eating the rishis, they throw the bones in one place. Pile of bones than angala. We have reduced to bones. Adhanala it is you must protect us. As tapasvis, we are not able to put up with all of the evil that is being done by the Rakshasas. Tatsvam sharanyartam cha sharanyo samubhastitaka paripalayano Rama vadyamana nishacharai. Hey Rama, you are our refuge. We have come and surrendered to you. You must protect us from all of these evil depredations of these Rakshasas. You alone are worthy of refuge. Sharanyam. You are worthy of seeking a refuge. That is why we have come to you. Paratvatto gatirvira prithvyam nopapadyate paripalayacha paripalayana sarvan rakshasebhyo nripatmaja tvatto para gatirvira prithvyam na upapadyate. Greater than you, we do not find anybody. More powerful than you, we do not find anybody. Therefore, we have surrendered to you. Protect us from these Rakshasas. Abdina, when all of these rishis came in one body and appealed to Rama in this manner, Udane Ramar Chonaram, Navai, in this, you should not talk to me in this manner. You should not talk to me like this. Naivam ahartamam vaktum. You should not talk to me like this. Abdina, all the rishis felt a bit bad. Chicho. Ashingamaidite. We thought Rama will listen to us and will say yes or something, or at least he will give some explanation. On the other hand, he says, should not come and talk to me like this. Very embarrassing. They have taken a liberty. That is why they immediately said, please excuse us. Chantumarhasi, you should forgive us, you should excuse us, but unable to bear the suffering, we have come again telling you. We are all rishis, they are rishis. A rishi is supposed to bear suffering. Otherwise, why be a rishi? A grihastha does not have to suffer. Life is suffering. He doesn't have to suffer extra. Life is suffering. A man, a householder with children, with wife, parents, etc., looking after everybody, working day, morning to evening, he is working. That is suffering. Working in a suffering. When he comes home also, he is suffering. When he goes to work also, he is suffering. Finally, with the money he earns, does he enjoy everything? Some of it goes as taxes, some of it goes for mortgage, some of it goes for electricity bill. Electricity bill கட்டியே அவன் பாவம் போண்டி ஆயிடுறான். அது வின்டர் வந்துடுத்துனா போகிறோம், எப்போ பாரு ஹீட்டர் ஓடிண்டே இருக்கா, அவன் கொடுத்து மாளலை. அவனுக்கு என்ன பண்ணுவான் பாவம்? கிரகஸ்தான். அதனால அந்த கிரகஸ்தான் இஸ் கிரகச்சாரம், இஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் சஃபரிங் as a result of all of these things. Grihastha is okay if he doesn't have to suffer, but Tapasvi, the fellow has gone to the forest only to suffer. But the suffering has gone even beyond their levels of tolerance, leaving aside shame. They have come to Rama and they have requested as refuge. And Rama's response is, you should not speak to me like this. Is it appropriate? Do you think it is appropriate for you to come and talk to me like this? Yenna. Naivamarghatamam vaktum. அதுக்கு அப்புறம் சொல்றார் ராமர். Then he says, ஆக்ஞாப்யோகம் தபஸ்வினா. You should not talk to me like this, requesting me. You should order me. You should not come here and say, Rama, if it's all right, sorry to bother you, you must excuse us, but the Rakshasas are giving a lot of trouble, so if you don't mind, you should save us. You should not hesitate. Why are you hesitating? You should have come straight away. Rama, all these Rakshasas, better kill them. You should order me. I am at your beck and call. You should not have come and requested me in this manner. I deserve to be commanded by you all. எதுக்காக வந்திருக்கேன் பின்ன? Why have I come to the forest? I have not come to this forest for atmakaryena. I have not come to enjoy my time in the forest. I have come to the forest on behalf of my father. On the words that were at the command of my father I have come, and the purpose for me to come here is in order to repel these demons that are causing trouble to you. In a way, I have come to do your task only. Bhavatam artha siddhyartham agatoham yadrichaya. Vandado enamo, I have come because my father asked me to go to the forest. But having come here, I better do your task also. Therefore, you can actually consider it to be so that I have come here to do your mission, do your task. Therefore, my stay here in the forest will certainly be of good help to you. I definitely do want to destroy all these Rakshasas who are your enemies. Adnale, hey Mahatapasvis, you will soon see the valor of Lakshmana, my brother, and myself. Abdina Rama gave his word. Dattva vayam chapi tapodananam dharme dhritatma sakalakshmanena tapodanaischapi sabhajyavrittaha sutikšnameva vijagama viraha. Rama gave the boon of fearlessness to all of these rishis. I shall take care of all of them. Abdina Charitu Rama sets forth to Sharabanga's ashrama along with Lakshmana and Sita. Inge we will Sutikshna's ashrama. Sorry, Sharabanga ashrama poyache. Go to Sutikšnameva vijagama vira. They go to Sutikshna's ashrama. Sharabanga Rishi told them to go to Sutikshna. It's a pretty treasure hunt madri irukum. Srimad Ramayana is like a treasure hunt only. Everybody says, oh, go there. Anga pona adutha clue, go there. Anga pona adutha clue, go there. Appdi vandande irukum. Starts with Bharadwaja Rishi, go to Chitrakuta. Chitrakuta vandana angerundu, then they move around. When they enter into the Dandakaranya, they encounter Virada. Virada says, go to Sharabanga. When they come to Sharabanga, Sharabanga says, go to Sutikshna. When they come to Sutikshna, Sutikshna will say, go to Agastya. Agastya will say, go to Panchavati. Panchavati will say, wander panni vanda Kabanda. Kabanda will say, go to Shabari. Shabari will say, go to Kishkinda. Apdi Kishkinda vandodane Hanuman will say, go to Lanka. ஒரு இடத்துக்கு வந்த உடனே next what is next in the agenda அப்படின்னு it is revealed to them. ஒரு treasure hunt மாதிரி போ. Nalinga, as directed by Sharbanga Rishi, they are now planning to go to meet with Sutikshna, and that's why we will stop here for today and continue again tomorrow. Janaki Kanta Smaranam, Jai Jai Ram Ram, Anjaneya Swami ki Jai. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kachit kabhag bhavet, loka samsta sukhino bhavantu, loka samsta sukhino bhavantu, loka samsta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Saishwararpanamastu.